I'm back with another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Breakup Bible by one of my favorite contemporary authors, Melissa Cantor. But before I start, I just want you guys to know I apologize if I seem very tired and just really quiet in this video. My allergies are really bothering me today. I'm so tired. But yeah, just ignore that. So anyway, let's just get on with the review. So I gave this book 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5 Ollie Bets because it is so good. It is Melissa Cantor. I love Melissa Cantor. She's one of my favorite contemporary authors besides, Stephanie Perkins, Jenny Han, and all the other ones. But I really love her books, and she's such an underrated author that more people need to read her books. I read her other 2 books, Confessions of a Naughty Girl and If I Have a Wicked Stepmother, Where's My Prince? I loved these books, and so I read this one, and this book did not disappoint me. Nothing Melissa writes ever disappoints me. So I will pretty much read anything by her. She's such an amazing author. She writes the best contemporaries. Her characters are so realistic and relatable. Anyway, I'm going to tell you guys what this book is about. I apologize for that. My dog was barking in the background because he saw someone, so sorry. I'll explain again. Basically, this book is about a girl named Jen. She's a junior in high school. She works for the school newspaper. She's one of the editors, and everything in her life is perfect until her boyfriend Max breaks up with her, and he tells her he just wants to be friends. So her whole life gets turned upside down, and she becomes really depressed because she really loved Max, and she finds out that he already has another girlfriend. And so basically in the whole book she's depressed over the breakup, which I cannot relate to because I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I have never had a boyfriend in my life, so I can't really relate to it. I've never been dumped by a guy. And so her grandma gets her this book called The Breakup Bible, and it is a self-help book, and it's for any girl who's been dumped by a guy. And so there's 10 commandments in the book that you have to follow to get over the guy. And so basically that's what Jen does. But at first she doesn't really like the book. She doesn't want to read the book. But after a while she starts to read it, and it helps her a little bit. This would be a no spoilers review. I will not spoil any books unless you guys have read them. Usually I only spoil books if lots of people have read them. Like, this book is so underrated, no one's heard of it on BookTube. So I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. And so that's basically what it's about. Just her trying to get over her breakup with Max, and then her dad knows this guy who's her age named Eugene, and he tries to set her up with Eugene. And so yeah, that's basically what it's about. I loved this book so much. I love the characters. I love the main character, Jen. She was so relatable, and she was just so likable. I just really liked her character. I also loved how she worked for the school newspaper, and that was her passion. She wants to she wants to do journalism when she's older. I thought that was really cool because I love to write. I'm a writer, and so I wish I did the school newspaper in high school. I never did, but I always wanted to, but I don't know, for some reason I just never got involved with it. And I liked her best friends, Clara and Martha. They were both really good friends, so likable. There's this guy named Todd who also works for the school paper, and Jen is friends with him, and he's black, and her and Todd basically write this article on the school newspaper about, like, race and stuff like that, and, like, what people at their school think about black people, like, how they're treated. I thought that was really cool, too. I'm glad Jen wanted to make a difference in the school. And let's see, what other characters? I hated Max. Okay, I'm not just gonna say this because Max dumped her, but I really didn't like Max from the beginning of the book. Not just because he dumped her, but because I just didn't like him. He was really selfish. He's the smartest boy. He's the smartest kid in her class. He's gonna be a valedictorian. His father went to Harvard, and stuff like that. And I feel like, I don't know, he was just really selfish. He put his needs before everyone else's who worked for the school paper. I just didn't like him, and especially after he got a girlfriend, right after he dumped Jen, and that girl, I think her name's Anya, I forgot her name. Anya also works for the school newspaper, and Jen does not like her because she's very snobby and stuff like that. So yeah, I did not like Max at all. I liked Eugene, he was a really nice guy. Not gonna spoil anything though. You guys are probably gonna think this book is really predictable, but I'm still not gonna spoil anything. I didn't hate anything about this book, which is probably why I gave it five lily pads. There was nothing for me to hate. I liked everything about this book. It was so easy to get through. It was such a contemporary read. There's only 250 pages, something like that. It was so easy to get through. As you can see, it's not a very big book. If you guys are looking for a really nice contemporary read, I definitely recommend this book, especially if you guys have ever been dumped by a guy. I told you I can't relate to that. But that's something else I also loved about this book. This book was so meaningful. I'm so glad I got my hands on it. And it was meaningful because even though this book is fiction, I really feel like it could help a lot of people who's ever been dumped by a guy. Like if you're getting over a breakup, you should really read this book, because even though it's fiction, like I said before, it's sort of like a fiction self-help book. Because like I said, there's 10 commandments on how to get over the guy, and there's actually some of these in the back of the book. Like for example, one says move out if you moved in with your boyfriend. You cannot be friends. Do not badmouth your ex to other people. Get rid of anything that reminds you of him. Stuff like that. Just tips to get over the guy. I loved it. It's so helpful. I definitely know that if I ever got dumped by a guy, I would definitely read this book to help get over the guy. And I really think you guys should too, especially if you guys have ever been dumped, or if you guys know someone who's ever been dumped or was recently dumped. Tell them to read this book. It's so good. I'm trying to think of what else did I like about this book. I think that's all I have to say about the Breakup Bible. I really recommend for you guys to pick this up. I actually bought this for $1 at my library used bookstore, but honestly, this book is worth so much more than $1. I have a review for this on my blog. If you guys want to see a more in-depth review, check out my review on my blog, which is at booknerd777.blogspot.com. I will put the link down below, so check it out, guys. That is it for today. This review was so much longer than I thought it was going to be. I apologize. But yeah, this book was just so amazing, that's why. And I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. I actually just borrowed Shadow and Bone from the library, so I will probably be reading that next. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless you all. Bye.